Welcome to Poetic People Fighting Racism, Double PFR. I'm your host, Anthony Cordova Tony C., the man about love. I'm also the co-host of I'm Right, where I have the privilege to be in a show with my beautiful, with my intelligent, with my incredibly gifted wife, Jill Cox Cordova, right here on Fireside. Here at Double PFR, we discuss racism and the caste system in the United States of America through poetry, through art, through music, using the voices of our souls, using the strength of our ancestors to heal the fractured and dying. Here at Double PFR, all souls are welcome, all people are welcome. Welcome to discuss the racism we live. Put our arms around you, providing a safe place. A place where you're surrounded by hope, where you're surrounded by compassion, where you're surrounded by empathy, forgiveness, and love. Surrounded by love. Surrounded by so much love. I'd love for you to come in with me, stand by me, to see what we can do to change this country, to change the people that live in this country. I welcome you to Double PFR with love, with so much love. Double PFR. Ooh, welcome. Oh, please give me a clap, something that I know you can hear me. Any kind of reaction would be great. And I'm getting a note, your video is going in and out. Okay, my video's going in and out, and I don't know why. That's messed up. Let's see if I can do anything about it, but I don't think I can, which is weird. I hope that gets better. We should have a good signal, but it seems that I don't. So anyway, I'm just gonna continue. First shows, there's always something that's gonna go wrong, which is messed up. But again, I am glad to see you. I want to get the show started. So a couple of things to know. Each show I do, which is every other week, every other Saturday, I'm going to do a poem almost every time, unless we have a guest that does a poem or sings or music or whatever their talent is to show how they feel about living in this country and being affected by racism. And it can be anything, any talent. It can be art, it can be a sculpture, whatever it is. I invite everybody to come forward because me, for one, I want to hear what you have to say. Before each poem, also, I will do a glossary of terms. Caste system, the blue and white eyes, and decent white lives. The poem I'm going to do tonight just involves the blue and white eyes, but I do want to explain that. So the blue and white eyes doesn't necessarily represent people with blue and white eyes. The blue part represents the Caucasian people that believe they have European blood running through their veins. Blue blood, more or less, European blue blood, pure, better and supreme than any of us. So because they're Caucasian and they have European blue blood, they try to set themselves apart from us. So, and that was their use to justify slavery. So anyway, I guess I'll just get to this poem. But after the poem, I will open the stage up for comments or questions or anything you want to talk about that deals with racism in this country. So I guess I'll get right to it. The first poem is called Family Trees. And the music should have been coming up, but it didn't somehow. But there it is now. Do you see? I want to know, do you see their family tree filled with dried black bodies hanging from long, thick branches? We close our eyes and see so clearly, branches stretched out so wide. Tangled roots have merged with our souls. They have become one with us, an old part of us. So we will always remember what was done to us. Strong, green, beautiful trees used as tools for hatred to hang innocent black lives. Old trees, so strong, so tall, having no choice, having no power in how they were used. Much like us, just like us. We were used because we were strong, resilient, and black. Much like us, just like us, trees were used because they were strong, resilient, and green. Strong, green, heavenly, peaceful, and calm. In the cool shade of a strong green tree. Those trees have become part of us, like family with us. They keep us strong and make us stronger. We see old, beautiful trees every day, see how they remind us of who it was that hung us. We will never forget what was done to us. Trees will always remind us. This is why we see dried black bodies hanging from strong green trees with long, thick branches stretched out so wide. Blue and white eyes don't want us to see what we see, but we see and will always remember. When we close our eyes and think of all the black lives that died, all we see is old, beautiful trees, green, with long, thick branches stretched out so wide, greeting the souls of hanging black bodies. They don't want us to see what we see, but we see and will always remember their family trees filled with dried black bodies hanging from long, thick branches. They don't want us to see what we see, but we see their family trees. Ooh. Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. Ooh, that always takes a lot out of me. Thank you for the applause. When I wrote this poem, and the stage is open for questions or comments, whatever it is you'd like to say. But this poem, even though I wrote it, it really, really gets to me, because to know that there's a segment of people that are this cruel, or just cruel, the cruelty it takes to enslave another race of people, the cruelty to torture them, to maim them, it's it's just awful. A lot of people in this country ask, why don't we just get over it? Why don't we just get over it? But it's hard to get over something when the signs of how we got to this place, how this country was built, um, we see it every day. And they just want us to ignore it. Everybody wants to ignore it because it's such a horrible thing. So if we pretend like it never happened, maybe it didn't happen, uh, but it did. So I do see that there's people that have requested to speak, and my producer, the wonderful Jill Cox Cordova, I think is handling that.
Yes, I am. Hello, sweetheart.
Well, hello, my love. Hey, I'm so not used to you sitting next to me when we do a show. So I
Yes, I'm
miss
in a
you. I miss
completely
you.
different room.
And
Um,
but I see Deborah's in the audience, and
yes.
Stefan, and Charlie, and Graciela. She is. I'm so happy to see you here, Graciela. That is wonderful. And my sister Denise is here. Thank
Yes.
you for coming. And Woody, my bike riding friend, he's here also, which is wonderful. And the last name, this is someone I'm not familiar with. Is it Gracel? Gracella? Is that
No,
this?
that's Giselle, sweetheart.
Oh, I see it now. Hey, Giselle. With somebody I know. Okay.
But you do have a written comment that I'd like to read to you.
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
This is from Deborah. And hi, Deborah. Thank you for
Hey,
joining.
Deborah.
She said, thank you for sharing the poem that you just performed. She said it was so incredibly powerful, such an incredibly powerful delivery.
Thank you so much, Deborah. And again, I'm so happy to be here. And Deborah, for everyone that's in the audience, Deborah is also one of our creators, isn't she? Can't remember the name of your show right now, Deborah. Maybe you'd like to come to the stage and tell us that and when it airs and all of that. There we go. I will. There
Hello.
she is. Hi, Deborah.
Hi. I just know it just popped in and it resonated so much with me. The vibrations that you were sharing as you shared the poem. Obviously words carry power too, but the cadence, the tone, the vibration from your voice, the energy that came from you, that just touched me in my soul. It was so powerful. And I just
Oh,
really wanted to say thank you. I did share it to my Facebook. I was so moved as soon as I came into the room and just hearing you. So I really wanted to say thank you for that. And, I did spend
oh,
the day with
hey.
Global Women's Warriors. And to just hear so many people coming from these stories of empowerment, of beautiful messages of strength and love and compassion for humankind. I just
Yes.
am really appreciative of it. So I wanted to really say thank you for that.
Oh, and thank you. And can you give us the name of your show?
Wheels in Motion.
Wheels in Motion.
Think of my
Now,
wheelchair.
now, um, Deborah has a show, Wheels in Motion, because Deborah is in a wheelchair. And here's the question I have for you, Deborah.
Yes.
What type of discrimination do you feel or are affected by being
Oh,
in a wheelchair?
there's a lot of things related to being in a wheelchair, from inequities in education to medical care to the preconceived opinions of my intellect because of the use of a wheelchair as
Correct.
well, which makes no
So
sense to me.
you're not smart because you're in a
No,
wheelchair.
exactly.
Wow, that is just insane.
It is.
But see, that makes you are people.
Yes, I definitely feel that. For
You
sure.
can understand anyone that is perceived to be less than or
Right.
other. We're all discriminated against in this country.
We are, but to a lesser degree, because I know I get more access because of, intersectional discrimination. I get more access as a woman of who's white. I mean, my kids are biracial, but I'm white, right? And I'm upper middle class, so I know that even with those challenges that I've faced, I still have more privilege and more equity in medical care and will have my voice heard more often than someone else who's of color, especially a woman of color. So
Correct.
I'm more empathetic and more, I think, understanding from my experiences, but it's still not the same, and so, and I'm aware of that. But yes, I have faced a great deal of discrimination from social acceptance to medical care to my law school and my higher education, my postgraduate work as well.
Absolutely.
Always
Absolutely.
expected I wasn't part of the class or going to be successful. I was even told not to start my programs because disabled people do not graduate from these programs, so do not start. I was told that for a leadership program, for my
Really?
law degree, for my master's degree, which my master's was in higher education and retention of minority people in higher education. And that was the first thing that was said to me.
Wow.
So
That's
yeah,
just insane. That's
it
insane.
is, and
Oh boy.
yeah, it's and I'm kind of feel like I'm coming full circle because from when I was planning for my career in politics, it was focused on diversity and inclusion and civil rights, and especially lack of equity in higher education and in legal representation. Both areas we are still lacking in this country. And as my challenges have progressed, and I've had to fight for life-saving treatments, it kind of changed because I realized if I had to do this, then how do other people get what they need?
Exactly.
And as I'm going through this, I'm realizing the lack of diversity in our advocacy work and lack of representation, and still learning, even in 2021, women of color being told that they have a higher pain tolerance because of the color of their skin
Oh
by
yeah.
doctors.
Yes.
And I'm like, whoa,
That- that-
whoa, whoa.
Yep.
2021 was hearing this?
And the thing is, it's actually written that way in medical books.
Yes, that's what
Which
I was
is
told. I was told that this year. I learned that, and I honestly, I thought they were joking. I honestly thought the person was joking, and then shortly after that, I heard the same thing from about 4 other women, and I was like, "Well," I was floored, right? And as an advocate, I'm learning these stories so that people who may not yet feel comfortable in spaces that have not created a place at the table for people of color to bring in these stories. Because I'm sorry, I can't. And 2021 or 2022, that should not be the case.
Yeah,
And
it shouldn't be, but it is, and we are going to discuss that more in my series.
great!
in
I
Double
love
PFR.
that. Sorry,
Because
I
it's a
walked
fact,
back.
but it's not just racism. It's not just prejudice.
Oh.
It's also the caste system, which most of us don't realize we actually live under a
Yes.
caste system, and African Americans in America are on the bottom of that system, and there's nothing we can do to change the way we look. So anywhere we go, automatically we're viewed as the bottom. And it doesn't matter how much education we have or
Right.
what we do or how much success we have. People will still look at us, which I call the blue and white eyes, will still look at us as if we're less than. And hopefully we're going to change that. But Deborah, thank you so much. We're going to give someone else a chance to speak, and I hope I see you the next time on this show. We'd love to see you here.
Thank you, and I'll go back down for your next guest. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Well, Jill, my
You have
lovely
Charlie on the
producer.
stage.
It's Charlie. And Charlie, yeah, it's unmuted. Cool. Charlie.
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing really great. I am so happy to be here.
Yo, that was powerful. Like the delivery is what really translated over. Like you could actually hear the pain in your words as you was speaking. So I know it was
Yeah.
really something that affected you as you was given that. So thank you for that expression because that was deep.
Oh, you're welcome, and thank you for your kind words. It really means a lot to me. Um, in writing the manuscript, Living and Dying, I cried through a lot of that, a whole lot of it. It's it's a painful place to write from.
Yeah,
Um, you know what I mean? It's rough.
I definitely.
Um, but
Uh,
I'm so glad that you are here. I'm glad that everyone in the audience is here. Um, this is just amazing to me because this show has been a long time in the making. So now that it's finally here, I'm thrilled. I'm like giddy. Hey, Charlie, I have a question for you.
oh, okay. What's the question?
Did you play with your new toy?
I actually did. Like, I was very surprised when I took it out. And I'm like, wait, before anything, I know we talking in a painful, and it came from a painful place, but just to like give light to like how it's been elevated between black people in the way of how we there is a point of, and a lot of people don't understand within our culture, like we bring each other down, we talk bad about each other, we don't try to help each other, we don't uplift each other, and it's such a negative aspect of us. So to know to get another black person, especially another black man, and especially them be older than you, to see potential in you and the promise in you, and like want to give into that, just over the years, like that's been really difficult for me because coming from, and to keep it honest and keep it real, like I come from the hood. So with that mentality, like a lot of times you got to watch your back because you don't know when people trying to give on to you, you
Uh,
don't know when people trying to get your spaces. And so to have someone give to me is like I have to stop and question it. And I hate that I do that because it's difficult when we should be able to express that to one another. And to have you give to me like that to feed into what I do and to give appreciation to what I do, because I know you give it to everybody's collective, but to give into mine personally, like that's a deep thing to me. So yeah, as soon as I received your gift, like yeah, I took it straight out the box. I looked at it. My mom was sitting there. She said it's for Charlie Lyric, and I was like, oh yeah. And so I opened it, and then she goes, I was like, bro, this is too much. And she was like, you better get used to it because people gonna love you. This is what people do when they love
that's
you.
right. Your
So
energy is incredible. So, my thing is when you see it, when you see something special in someone that may need a little help in cultivating that, but it will benefit us all. It benefits me, it benefits you, it benefits all the people that you touch with what you do. So, nothing but good stuff. You
I
know,
appreciate.
I'm always talking about, I call myself, the man about love, but I truly am. Um, Even people that may get angry with me for like who knows why, I'm telling them, but I love you. You can be angry with me all you want, but I still have love for you, and
Mhm.
you're not going to change that. And I truly do feel that way. So if I see someone I can help, I'm going to help.
You know what's powerful? Like I told my girlfriend your whole name, and she goes, "That's his name." I said, "Yeah," and she was like, "Does he live up to?" I was like, "Yeah, he actually really does." Like every time I see it, he's always like, "I love you, Charlie." He's always trying to express love to everybody. I was like, "Bro, like when I say this man is about love. He really is about love because he's really trying to give it in that manner, and it's it's like I dwell within both energies, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So to come across someone who is in their divine masculine, but still has balance within their divine masculine in order to give, in order to love, and in order to understand that first comes from self and to project it into their reality. Like to come across that, especially in an older black male, that's a very special thing. You don't find it too often. So I commend you and actually like, bro, like may the spirits that walk with me bless you because that's deep. Like it's a hard thing to come across and to have you sitting here and advocating for it and not just saying it, but actually showing up and doing it and projecting it and showing everyone how to do it. That's a powerful thing. You're doing a powerful thing. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That really means a lot for me because this is what I'm supposed to do. So anyway, I see Graciela is next in line.
Yes, she is. So you have Graciela, then you have Giselle, and then I have a written comment to read to you.
Wonderful.
Wow,
Wonderful.
where do I get this kind of team treatment? Anthony, this is so amazing. Congratulations on a wonderful first episode, first season. Oh my gosh, what a success. Yes.
Well,
And
thank you.
I literally have 3 minutes before I have to go and host my book
And
club.
okay.
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, go ahead. Continue.
I just wanted to extend an invitation for you to be featured in my newsletter's poetry spot.
Oh,
Every single
absolutely.
Monday, every single Monday I feature a poet.
Okay.
Because #poets are authors too.
Yeah, Jill and I have had that discussion quite often.
I know. No, trust me. I know. I'm a published poet and I still don't get recognized. It's like, what is going on? And so, I started this little campaign when I first opened my Twitter because that's where the hashtags are, like, I don't know, like that's where they came from. And so if you look at my bio, there's my link tree. And my Instagram should be there, and you can send me a DM or, I don't know, figure out a way to get in touch with me. I can also find your email, but I would love to feature you in my poetry spot.
Okay. Yeah, we will work it out. Also,
That
you
was
can
so beautiful, by the way.
thank you. You can also reach me through the fortune cookie there. You click on it, it takes you to the associate tab and all the ways you can contact me.
Yes.
So that'll be pretty
I
easy.
clicked on it. I see it. Oh, good. You're on Instagram. Wonderful. So yeah, I see it and I should be able to contact you. Wonderful. So I will make sure to do that. And I have a queue of poets. I think I have about 3 poets for the next 3 weeks, but I would definitely love to get you in the queue and to speak more about this with you. What a beautiful show. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. And real quick before you go, because I know you have to go. Everything Charlie was saying about love and love energy and from masculine and feminine, I'll get it out.
Feminine.
Yes, I know how much you know about that, and I know how much you live that.
Thank you so much. Is Jill your wife?
Yes, Jill is my wife. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Jill. Hello.
Hi.
How wonderful to finally know you. I'm going to go ahead and follow her as well.
Thank you.
It's so wonderful to meet you both together. And I'm looking forward to many, many more conversations.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. I'll let
Anthony,
you run.
For your kindness. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. That was wonderful.
Giselle is next, sweetheart.
Hi, Giselle. Here she comes off mute. And then we'll have her. In 3, 2. Giselle, are you there? I don't think Giselle is getting off mute.
Well, I have a couple of comments to read until she does.
Okay, maybe she walked out for a minute. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Let's hear the comments.
Okay, hang on. I just lost it. Hang on. Okay. Well, no. Oh, I lost. Okay. No, I found it. Okay, so
Oh.
Deborah said, this is when you and Charlie were speaking, and she says, no, there's never a shortage of the ability for all of us to find success and support each other in our journeys. Success is in abundance.
Wow.
I
That
know,
was
right?
amazing.
That is amazing. And then
That is-
Dave has joined your audience.
Hey,
I assume
Dave.
Dave and Sam. And he said he's agreeing with Graciela. He says, totally agree. Awesome first show. Tony, you're an amazing man.
Thank you, Dave. Now, what's Sam have to say? Where's Sam? Where's Sam, Dave? Really? Okay. It's all right. It's all right. We miss you, Sam. All right. Did we get Giselle yet?
She hasn't unmuted herself yet. Giselle, if you can hear us, that would be great. If you can unmute yourself, just hit the microphone with the line that's crossing through it. Just hit that and it'll turn it off.
I bet she went to the bathroom or something. I bet she went to the bathroom. Wow. All right. Well,
and Tammy has just joined your audience as well.
Oh, Tammy, you missed it all?
That's okay. She can watch replays.
You missed my open. You missed my poem, but just do the replay. And I'm so happy to see you, Tammy. And I am not going to call you to the stage today. I will not put you on spot, which I do. But I do that because I really love your energy. So whenever I see you in the audience, I just want to talk to you. That's all. So, and that's to see how you're doing. So yeah, love out to you, Tammy. All right, Jill. Well, what's going on? Do I need to move on? Do something else? What are we doing?
Sure. You could talk about. Well, I don't know how long you were planning to go, but you're now.
How long have we?
We're the half-hour mark.
Oh, we're at the half-hour mark. Oh, so I might be able to close this out in a few. Okay.
Don't forget your call to action.
Yes, I do have a call to action. I was just getting ready to get to that, actually, but thank you for the reminder.
You're welcome.
So what I'm going to do each show, I'm going to give a call to action. So something I want the audience members to do until the next show, and then when we get into the next show, you can tell us what you discovered or how that worked out for you. But this is a very easy thing to do. So to go along with the poem that I recited earlier, Family Trees, is all about the blue and white eyes that would lynch Black people and kill Black people and own slaves and just hung them just because they didn't like something the slave did, like learning to read. So what I want the audience members to do is that every time you go outside, just take a close look at the trees and try to figure out, is that the type of tree that they hang us from? And I say hang us because we still get hung to this day. So I really want you to take a look at the trees and really think and try to remember, try to feel how awful that was, how awful it is. And when it happens today, they say it was a suicide. Yeah. So just give that some thought Look at the trees. Remember what was done to us and what is still being done to us. And tap into those emotions. And we'll have something to talk about when we get to the next episode, which would be cool because I really do want to see how that will affect you. Because usually we just go through our lives and we're just trying to go to work and take care of family and take and bills and doing all the things and all the problems we have on the day to day. But if we don't start addressing some of these feelings and actually start talking about it and start learning what's important in life and what is not, that, we shouldn't be me, 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 me. It should be us, 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 us. So please give that some thought. So that's all I got to say about that.
And what Dave said about that is profound.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dave.
And he
Wonderful.
says, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Okay. So, that's the one thing I'm going to give you to do. And in my notes, it says I'm supposed to start playing music. So
But before
I
you
will do
do-
that.
But before you
Huh?
do, don't forget to
Yes.
say what in 2 weeks, what you're going to do.
I was going to do that while the music was playing.
Okay. All right. My bad.
Thanks for looking out for me, Jill. I appreciate it. Really. Okay. See, little music coming in slow. So we're going to end the show here. And again, I'm so happy that everyone came. Just made my night. On September 3rd at 9 p.m., I'm going to do the poem entitled Blue and White Eyes. And that goes into a little more detail about who the blue and white eyes are. They're around us every day, everywhere we go. They're there. I want to thank everyone in the audience that came. Really, it means a lot to me that you did come, that you did show up. Hopefully, the next time you'll bring some more people with you. Please share the episode with people that you love and share it with people that you don't love. Share it. People that don't like you, definitely share it with them. They'll get a kick out of it. So thank you for all of you coming. I also want to thank the creators of the music. So the song that's playing right now is called Coral, and it was created by 29 Beats. And the song that I played along with Family Trees was called Damage, and that was created by APC. I also want to thank the producer, the wonderful Jill Cox Cordova. And again, I thank the audience because I truly do love you all. Really, I really love you all. So this is Anthony Cordova, Tony C, signing out. Love you all and see you soon.